everybody doing? I hope everybody is blessed and having a beautiful day. So for me, let me see. It is June 20th, the day after Juneteenth, and my intentions for this video is to discuss Juneteenth in my city. So first I'm going to start out by saying that I was putting off making these videos and having structure because I wasn't sure. Like I was saying, I didn't know how to do it. And I wasn't comfortable, and I just wasn't ready. There is never going to be a time to do, or you're never going to be ready to do something you're not used to doing, something that is uncomfortable or just out of your element. So I had to stop making those excuses. There is no more saying I'm not ready. I don't have the equipment. As you can see, I got my microphone. I got my little setup. You know what I'm saying? I in there. I have now. They say I got to get more cameras or something, and I got to get a better room. But that all will come later. I ain't worried about that right now. Because I'm grateful for the microphone I got, the headphones I got, my room, and my cameras. If I needed to, I could really plug in my laptop and my phone and everything and have cameras. I'm not too, you know what I'm saying? That's a little bit much for me right now. I am just going to start with the simple and the basics. So before I didn't have I was just talking and I didn't have a outline of what I wanted to talk about. I didn't have no bullet points. I didn't have no structure to it. And that was a big reason why I was thinking I wasn't ready. But it turns out it is just so simple as to, you know what I'm saying, set aside a time every night before I go to bed for what I want to talk about the next day. Or, you know, like, yeah, so I'm talking about this today. And I made these notes last night on Juneteenth. And I made the notes and I made my little outline, my bullet points. And, you know what I'm saying, I made my little notes and everything. So now I feel a lot more confident in what I got going on. And I feel more confident in doing this. And nothing brings confidence like getting out there and doing it. So here I am. It's kind of like when I was I was out there. Sorry, my dog is not feeling well. Poor baby. Poor baby. But it's kind of like when I was out there on when I was out there on the blade. I wasn't. I had this. You know, I was waiting for the right moment to be comfortable being ass naked, almost ass naked, in front of every car passing by. Didn't matter if it was men, women, children, whoever. And I mean, I tried to usually go out at night so I could avoid the children. But you know, people have their kids out at night. Anyways, I'm drinking my great tea. My earbuds keep on falling out. I know I have to get better equipment, but this no, stay down. Come on, come on. Yep. Anyway, I feel so bad. She's so. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna speak on that right now because I'm just. Oh, anyways, and I had to step. So I'm gonna learn how to edit this stuff so you guys won't have to see me just take breaks like that, pausing like that. Anyways, so with this, I also had to not just do set up the outline and my notes. I actually had to prepare a whole daily schedule to keep me on track. So because I'm never gonna be successful. This is not gonna be successful in what I want if I don't take it serious like a job. So I was actually so you know what I'm saying. You guys gonna see my good, bad, and ugly. I was actually 20 minutes late today. even though you guys are not gonna see this right when I make it because I'm not going live. My intention was to be done. I took my walk this morning, and then I came home. I had to take a shower, get my little setup ready, and I was supposed to be ready and recording by 11. I didn't start recording until 11:20, but then I had a couple. You know what I'm saying? I had to redo it, and no excuses. I'm not gonna give you no excuses for that. I was late on my first day, which is horrible, but great thing I am my own boss. So, um, well, get in your bed, lay down, lay down. Anyway, so yes, I had to get that out. I had to get my daily schedule going so I could work this in every day. And it is really a job because I have to show up for this every day to be successful. I have to show up every day with something to talk about. Every day with a new topic. Every day with you know this is my job. If this is what I want to this I'm not even my goal is even to make money off of YouTube. It would be nice, it'd be lovely, it'd be great, it would be such a blessing, but that's not my goal. My goal is to what I be telling everybody, heal hearts and you know what I'm saying, touch hearts and heal souls. So that's what my goal is. And it's to get to let people anyways, we that's a whole different thing. Like, I'm getting off topic. Don't mean to my bad. Because I have a microphone now, so it's a lot more clearer. Anyways, like I said, my intention is to discuss Juneteenth, and now that I let you guys know that, and let me get into this. So first, I am going to give some shout outs, acknowledgments, and some appreciation for the organizers, the vendors, the performers, the people who set up and took down, to the people that put so much work into the event yesterday. I greatly appreciate you. And it was beautiful and it exceeded my expectations more than you know. I'm very happy about that. I also want to give a shout out and appreciation to my good friend I haven't seen in a long time, Titus, and it was just good to see his face, and his smile is so, what is the word? I wrote it down. I can look at the thing. Contagious. His smile is very contagious and magnetic. You know, it just when you see him, it just and he smiles at you, just lights up your whole. I wasn't having a bad day, but he just lights up your whole day. And then and you know what I'm saying. At that moment, I realized how much I missed some of my really good friends who has never doubted, never judged, never left my side. He is one of them good friends. And then so now that I got that out, so three things that I am very grateful for. First, I am grateful for the weather. The weather was perfect. Couldn't got any better. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. I did break a sweat a few times, but that's good. The other thing is that I got to see my sister and my brother. My sister is a double amputee. She's diabetic and doesn't get out the house much. She's actually going through a lot right now, and I don't sympathize for. I have empathy for her. Um, and to see them, her and her husband, get out together and enjoy the good day outside, and enjoy people and food and the music was a really, it just made my soul happy. Another thing I am grateful for is watching my son roll down the grass hill. That was the most beautiful thing ever, and to me, it was the definition of Juneteenth because he was so innocent and so happy and so free with everything that was going on with the children, with the toys, with the play area, food, concession stands, everything. He had the most fun rolling down hills, and not I didn't just know. I wasn't the only one that noticed it. plenty other people came up and said how peaceful he looked, and how, and it just reminded me of how, like, you just gotta let go and you know what I'm saying, let go and live, and it's just carefree, and it was just such a beautiful thing to see. And I appreciated that, and it taught me a lot, and it showed me a lot. He didn't care who seen him, he didn't care who was walking around, no nothing. He didn't care if there was dog shit on the ground. There wasn't, I checked, but he didn't care if there was dog shit on the ground, or he wasn't thinking about no piss, he wasn't thinking about no bugs. He was just, I'm sorry, I'm paying attention to my dog. She is just so not well right now. Kind of worried about her, but like I said, that's first. We'll talk about that some other time. Okay, now that's what I'm freaking grateful for. Oh yes, let me talk about, before I get into the really deep stuff. Let me show y'all. So you see this? I'm not even gonna disrespect them and call it a bongo. I know it's not a bongo, but I don't know the name. I'm not even gonna try to. I'm not even gonna try it because I'll get it wrong. I know I will. And my hat, the whole summer hasn't started, but so far I've been looking for a hat to to block the heat and to keep the sun off me. And then yesterday we were there, and at one of the vendors they had those hat. You see that hat right there, this African hat, and it was such a good It really actually did keep the heat off me, and they said it works in the rain. Another, let me see, something else that I bought was these dowry shells, and I love those because a lot of people don't know that back in the day, our ancestors, they used these as a form of currency. I'm not too sure how. Maybe I should do more work on it before I speak on it, but I'll figure that out later. Or you guys can just do your own homework on it if it interests you that much. And there was that. That drum is actually, my brother bought it for my son. Very cool. But I won't. It's something special, so he's not playing with that. It's not a toy. Also, you guys can't see it. I'm gonna have to take it down because this thing is just so amazing. Listen, I'm not okay. They were doing it so filthy yesterday. You hear that? This this thing gonna keep you cool, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautifully made. It was actually on the news. So, and that's what the lady was telling me when we were buying it. I love that. They were just doing that all day yesterday, and that's what, just hearing that noise and how sturdy it is, and it's just, that gives a really good. I will be putting this to use. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Okay, and then let me see. So another thing was that I was really excited about, that I really had fun with, was, yeah, that this, the Buffalo Soldier. Let me see. Can you guys see it? The Buffalo Soldiers of Seattle. Didn't know there was anything like this. They showed up on horses, beautiful horses, and let me tell you, them brothers was fine. Look, fine. That's not what I was there for. I'm still not too worried about it, but I'm gonna give, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna give a compliment where a compliment is where compliments need to go. Maybe you guys can see it. Let me not take away. Let me show you right quick. And brothers was fine on horse. I got a thing for cowboys. I've always had a big thing for cowboys. Before this whole boots on the ground thing got started, because my mom was a country girl. I lived in the country. My first job was at a feed store. across the street from my house. And I've always had a thing for country. Country music is my favorite music, and I am so happy now that they are. I'm getting off topic. Anyways. Let me finish. I'm so happy that more it's becoming more involved in our culture, or our culture is getting more involved in country music, because this shit that's going on with this hip hop and shit, it ain't no good. Anyways, so these Buffalo Soldiers from in Seattle, they have. Let me just see. They have the reason why I got besides because they were fine, but for kids, they have really good programs for kids like hiking, day camps, overnight camps, animal assisted socials, emotional education, life skills, outdoorsmanship, history, leadership development, equestrian etiquette, equestrian sports, survival skills, and a whole lot more. And they do it with kids. They do hikes. They do all kinds of things. So this is definitely something that I am going to get my son involved in, because I was telling my brother the other day that I really wanted to move. I really wanted to move down south, and I wanted my son to know that I wanted him to move down south so we can take care of our own property, and because I'll get deeper into this YN thing, but it scares me a lot. And I also, like I said, I have three other boys out here that I'm saying I have no hand in what they got going right now, and that's a blessing, and you know what I'm saying. I'm coming to learn to take my blessings, but yes. Anyways, let me. So this is a really good program for children, and I'm not gonna, I'm seeing here. I don't know if y'all can't see it, but anyways, just really good. It sounds fun. It looks fun. I can't wait to get my child involved. I want to know. I don't know. Let me see. Let me just read y'all something. It says mind body alignment is central to our mental health awareness and awareness hikes or awareness hikes. Promoting overall well-being. Participants practice mindfulness in nature using breath work and movement, self or stress relief, clarity, vitality, and general wellness. This combination encourages a deeper self connection, enhancing personal growth and the quality of life. Beautiful. Great thing. I can't wait to get my son involved in this. Um, another really good organization that I ran across, I actually I'm actually going to try to get a job. And if I can't get a job, I wouldn't mind volunteering. And if I can't do that, which I will because I want it, so it will happen. Anyways, I'm gonna see what resources they have for me. It is OPS, Organization for Prostitution Survivors. What? And it was so crazy the way I just seen it, and I just got when I read it, the title, I just got so amped up and so excited, and I felt so amazing. And let me see, a social service agency and an agent of social change. Their services: direct advocacy support, youth services, therapy, integrated movement therapy, housing support. What? I didn't even read this yesterday. I was just so amped because I just wanted the opportunity to work with them. You know what I'm saying? And they said I was more than welcome. They asked me my name. They sounded like they were happy and like they were looking forward to my call. And let me see. Let me finish. Community dinners, art workshops, survivor support groups, economic empowerment, op shop clothing stores. That's a good one. I got clothes for y'all. I wish I would have known this before because I would have donated so much. Well, I just got rid of a lot of whole clothes, but I also got rid of a lot of clothes that didn't, they just didn't fit what I'm. It didn't align with what I the image I'm trying to have now. They weren't bad clothes. They were just not in alignment with what I got going on right now. But let me see. I'm trying. Anyway, I gotta work on my posture. Let me work. This is gonna get me right for real. Um, Helping referrals, volunteer, VIP programs, trainings, stopping sexual exploitation, SSE, men's accountability, and more. Um, so yeah, this is you guys will be hearing from me really. You see that one really soon. I actually was trying to do it last night, but it was such an eventful day, and I was freaking wore out. But it was a good wore out. I feel good. I felt happy, and I was a day well spent. Oh my gosh, let me drink this tumbler. I actually so I got this tumbler from there, and I loved it so much because of the affirmations that I didn't pay attention. It says Leo. I was gonna take I was gonna take a Sharpie and cross out Leo, but I'm not even tripping because it is what um I'm not a Leo. I'm an Aquarius all the way. So but I'm not even going to too much worry about what the label is. I still love the affirmations. I love the colors, and this is my. I really feel like when I drink my tea, I am very conscious, con- conscious of what I drink it out of because you know what I'm saying. Like I have another teacup that I bought from this physical shop down the street, and it's awesome. But this one's bigger and it's cute. It's so cute, and I like the affirmation. So I put a lot of intention into after I sage everything and cleanse everything. I put a lot of intention into my cup. I charge it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what it's for. This is to make me feel beautiful. To make me feel bold. To make me feel confident. Just everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything it says on it. Let me say, I am loved, admired deeply. I keep hope in my heart, even on the toughest days. I am a warrior. I've got this. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So this is I don't care about the Leo part. Okay, let me get down to this. I just got over being I have had a fever for a few days, really bad fever. So I'm hoping I didn't give it to my dog. That would be horrible. I don't even know if you can do that. I'm gonna Google it all after a minute because, like I said, I had to get this going because it's a job. I couldn't put nothing behind it, so I was rushing on. I wasn't really rushing all morning, but yeah. Anyways, so let me get back to this Juneteenth, right? So I am so proud of my city for coming together yesterday and it making it a beautiful event, making it a memorable event, making it a family event. With everything that is going on in my city, um, I don't know. I'm from Tacoma, Washington, and I don't know. Well, people that's watching it right now are gonna know about it because I don't know. Let me get off that anyway. So, look, I'm not editing out none of this. You guys are gonna see all mines, all my little whatever it's called. They're not fuck ups because it ain't fucking up. I'm getting it right. So, yes. So with everything going on in my city, with it's been a very hard last couple years, few years, whatever it's been, um, with the fentanyl hitting my town, hitting my city, hitting my people, hitting my friends, my family, my father. Um, that's been a big, and it's not just me; it's been everybody. But the community I'm from in Tacoma, I'm from the hilltop. We and let me get that's all coming later. anyways, so with the fentanyl deaths, with the deaths related to drugs, with the illnesses and diseases that's hit our people and my friends, my family, my just my community, with the very tragic, unfortunate deaths. I'm not going to name names or anything, but there are a few that just didn't make no sense to me. And look, it's not made for me to make sense. I just hope that with these deaths, this is something I really want to get out there. It has nothing to do with that. I hope that we take these tragic deaths, these illnesses, and this this drug crisis hitting us. I hope we take all these losses and take value from them. Like, what can we learn? I know that a few years ago, my younger cousin actually died in a house fire. 3 years old, and for a long time, I couldn't figure out why. And I know you're not supposed to question God, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me why he would take such a beautiful young boy like that. Why he had to go like that in such a tragic way. And I still haven't came I still haven't even there's I can't come up with an answer. That's not for I can't answer that. But I just know that I have to take what I can. I have to take the good from that and run with it. And you know what I'm saying, trying to and don't lose these people, don't lose our people's deaths in vain. You know what I'm saying? Don't just let's not lose them for nothing. Let's take something from each and every death. Take something from each and every loss, and you know what I'm saying. Every family, every funeral, every event where we don't see their faces. I have so many friends. My father, you know what I'm saying. But with my dad, I feel him with me everywhere I go. I feel him with me every day. I had a big part of me getting off of drugs because I felt like my dad was just right here looking at me like, that's not cool no more. What are you doing? So there's yes, with all these tragic, you know what I'm saying, and that's just that part. So another thing that has hit my city really hard and just unexplainable and tragic, and I just feel like it's for nothing and I don't understand it. But some things are not for me to understand. It's just for me to show up and help make a change. Because what am I complaining for if you're not going to do nothing, right? If you can't do nothing about it, and the least I can do is bring awareness. This all goes into what I'm talking about, the Juneteenth, by the way. So with these YNs out here and these YBs senselessly killing each other and also killing women, children, and other men, innocent people, and just doing senseless ass reckless crimes. I don't get that. I don't get it. I come from in my city, in my town. When I grew up, there was Crips and Bloods and GDs and whatever else there was. I've never been a gangbanger, but my family is very heavily. They used to heavily be, but no, they used to heavily be into that, and that's just uh like, what are you guys doing? Why? Why are you in like? When the motherfucker stop wanting pussy? I'm not supposed to be cussing, but that's how just worked up it gets me. That's how emotional. That's how passionate I feel about this. Like, I'm watching my friends' children, and I pray so hard every single day that it is not my children out there. And I know, I'm pretty sure that if my children hadn't have got adopted, they would have been a YN or you know what I'm saying? I only got boys, so they can't be YBs. But they would have been a YN, a young nigga. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck these young men at? That's not cute. It's not sexy. The fuck is a poo shiesty mask? See, now I'm going off. Now I'm just cussing my ass off. I'm gonna get better at this. I promise. But that just gets me so bad. That just it just anyways to see my community to see my community put all that aside and come to, when I left the house yesterday morning, that was a worry of mine because nowadays everything is getting shot up. Everything. There's people. We had. Let me see. A couple weeks ago, I was going to take my son to this park that or this lake, and we were there. We got to the lake, and then the playground was under construction. So I just decided. Me and my brother was like, yeah, we're not going to go do that because we want the lake as well as the playground. So we decided to just keep going. And thank God because come to find out later there was a shooting at that park, and I think it was 7 people got shot. Why in? What the fuck is that shit? What for? At something at like a park, there's women and children around. What is wrong with y'all? You guys don't like pussy? That's weird to me. And it's weird to me these little bitches don't like dick. Oh, see here. I'm trying. I'm gonna be more mindful next time. I'm gonna be mindful this time, but I'm gonna really work on it the next time because I just already just let it off this time. Um, so so with all that, I'm very proud of my community. I'm very proud of Tacoma coming together. Everybody, old, young, black. There was some whites. You know what I'm saying? But they're gay, straight, whatever. They were just there. Everybody beautiful. There was no ass hanging out. There was no dudes with their pants all the way down to their knees. And there was no waving the guns. There was no nothing. I was there. I was standing in line to get my son's face paint, and I was talking to my son's cousin, and she was there with her kids. And all of a sudden, we see big old this big old kid. That's what I'm gonna call him. I don't like calling them no lions. That's fucking crazy. These are kids. These are babies. This big kid out there with this, and it's hot. It's hot. He got that big old puffy jacket on with a backpack and what they call him, a poo shiesty thing with the face covered. Boy, if you don't take that, what the fuck? But that set me on alert, and I instantly told my brother, and I told my